Now the one great thing about getting an electric vehicle is no more gas. There's no engine, there's no oil changes or maintenance, you're good to go. However, with no engine comes no engine noise and vibration, which can be a good and bad thing. What is up guys, it's Chris with Everydaychris and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm gonna talk about ways to prevent road noise to help decrease the noise in your cabin. Now overall, I'm no scientific noise expert. I'm in my 30s, so my hearing has changed and everyone's hearing is slightly different. However, honestly, I didn't find driving too bad with road noise to begin with. I did find, however, that the biggest thing that affected road noise was my tires. Ever since I got my new Michelin tires, the road noise has gotten so much better. I'll be doing a dedicated follow-up video on these performance tires to see how it ruins my efficiency. But if you want a complete tires guide, then check out my other video. Aside from better tires, one thing a lot of other car manufacturers work on to reduce road noise is door seals. If you look at other cars, you'll notice it usually has two seals, one on the outside of the door and one on the inside. This is to prevent road noise as well as any elements like water. However, with Tesla, they only have one seal, which is why I got this Basenor Model Y seal kit to test out. I wanted to see if it works as well as how durable it is. I've had it on for about 4 months now and it's still going strong. So this is how the door sounds without the seal. So here's what it sounds like when I close the door with the seals. This is the installation guide, super basic. It actually is an older installation, even though it's updated with the Model Y. There is no A pillar or B pillar strip. There is no 2-piece or 4-piece trunk strip, it's only 3. Front door and rear door was only 1 piece. I mean, they tried to show you how to install it. However, this was incorrect for the most part. For the Model Y, that is. So before I apply it, I'm just gonna go ahead. You could use alcohol spray to clean it. I'm using this Q2 Prep from Gion. It's just pretty much alcohol and a couple other stuff to degrease anything. I'm just gonna apply it here and all the way up here. No cutting necessary as they did update their stripping, so it fits perfectly on the door. And after, you just use this primer. It smells horrible. I think it's like acetone, just to help prime it even more, just in this whole area right here and up here. Couple quick tips. Always do the bottom part here first. When you are doing it, make sure you try to get it as far bottom as possible. And then don't push down hard when you are first applying the seal. So the seal doesn't go right on the edge, it kind of goes next to the edge here. You just kind of work your way up. As you can see, I don't know if the build quality will improve, but this is how the Tesla that I have, it looks just like this, which is kind of funny. And it should fit perfectly with a little bit of extra tape left over at the top here. Bottom part is super easy. Just make sure it doesn't cover the drain holes. One there and one over there, and it fits perfectly on the edge over there. And that's it. So I did the best I could. It fits up right against there as long as it's even. Because of the shape of the Model Y, it's a kind of weird angle, but the promoter really does work well. Little air pockets here to prevent it from breaking. And I just kind of held it in there. This is the left that I'm doing. I'm gonna apply more adhesive and then just kind of work it all the way around. I recommend constantly pressing it in the beginning because it does come off a little bit, like especially in this area because of the way it's shaped. So here's how the seal is after washing the car. So it's completely wet. You can see the soap kind of just there, but no issues with the seal. No problems. The right rear is the same. Just find the right angle, which is here. We're gonna line it up right here and just bring it all the way up and all the way down. So with the rear side, I have no issues with this side. Perfect. However, this side is definitely way too long. And I was thinking, oh, how am I gonna do this? So I think I'm just gonna bring it as high up as possible and just cut it. And then we'll see what happens after. But this side is definitely, on the rears are way too long for the Model Y. Now the doors are done, I'm just gonna do the trunk. This trunk is literally the entire trunk piece here. It's just gonna go all the way around. So I don't know how it's possible with all these angles here, but we'll see how it looks. Okay, so here is the rear trunk strips. It comes in 3 pieces. However, there's not really any instructions on what to do, but I'm assuming that this piece here goes on this area because it looks like it fits perfectly here. So it's not for sure going to seal the entire hatch, but I think it's a start. So there is this trunk piece. It's a little long L shape. I believe it goes here. However, it's a little, just a teeny bit too long. So I think I'm gonna have to cut it. Unless I readjust it. But I mean, I think I'm at the max over on this side here. I guess I could come further just a touch, but I don't want to risk it. I think this is good enough. So this rear trunk piece goes right here, right underneath the tail light, and then goes all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around until it goes on this side, I think. Again, no instructions, just some photos, and the photos were for an older car, so we'll see if it'll fit. Because honestly, I thought it was gonna go up here, but I don't think it's long enough to go from here to here, so I might have to do it the other way. All right, so the trunk seal is installed. I just put it over here, and I honestly don't know the benefit of this one, but why not try it? And there was a touch left over, so I did have to cut it. I don't know how cutting it's gonna affect the seal, if water's gonna get in or anything's gonna happen, so only time will tell. But that's done, so let's see how it closes. It definitely closes with more force, like you could hear it, and hear it kind of compressing, and opening it was a little bit challenging as well. Again, these are brand new seals, so it will take some time for the seals to kind of break in and soften up a little bit. And then with time, you'll feel a lot better. I can easily remove this because it is just double-sided tape. But for right now, we'll just keep it on and see what happens. Now I'm gonna do the front and then I'll be done. So the front is super simple. It's one long piece. I'm just gonna go on this part of the front and all the way up around to the other side, and then that's it. Trunk strip is done. Had to cut a touch off again, just a little bit. But overall, this one looks solid. Now again, unfortunately, I did not use my Apple Watch to see how loud the road noise was before. However, I will give my honest opinion and let you know if this thing actually is worth getting or not. Took me about an hour overall to install because I had to prep everything and make sure it's all aligned. Couple tips: don't stretch out the weather stripping when you are applying it. Just apply it a little bit first and then just kind of roll it along and just take your time. Just do what I'm doing right here. One piece at a time. Align it and make sure. Make sure you don't drive it for a little bit, and then just check on it in a few hours and press down on it again. And then the weather stripping kind of goes right here. So again, it does make a thumpier sound when you are closing the door here, which is nice. A few things I noticed after installing the door seal is all the doors close a little harder, but not enough to strain any hinges or motors. It also makes a much more deeper thunk sound when closing, so it feels a little more premium. Now, does it work at reducing noise? Yes, but it's not a huge difference. The cabin is definitely quieter, but it's not enough for me to realize it. At higher speeds, it also doesn't sound as loud as it did before, but again, it's very slight. The installation was very easy, but just follow what I did as the instructions weren't very descriptive at all. Overall, aside from that, there are kits out there that help seal any types of cracks like the panel in between the roof, So if you want every possible way to decrease road noise, that may help. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time.